May the peace of our Lord Jesus Christ to be with you all. I thank my God for another day that He gave me to be with you, to share some knowledge with you. Dear friends, last episode, family life, love language, fifth, we stopped with some love languages. Today I am continuing with the same topic. One of the important love language is I appreciate you or I thank you. Whenever husband does something good, wife must give a gentle touch and say I thank you. The same way, whenever wife does something good, the husband must go and give a hug or a gentle touch and say I thank you. Appreciation is very, very important for every human life. How good you are, how well you have done it. I'm so happy, I'm so glad that you have done it for me. Appreciation in the family, I'll tell you. Somewhere I read a story like this. There was a man and his wife. In another word, one family, they were living very happily. Wife does everything for the husband, but never says thanks for anything. But if any minor mistakes in her work, immediately he will scold at her and will create a big issue and problems. One fine day, around 11 o'clock, the postman came home with letter and the husband was not there. And the postman asked her for little water and she gave the water. And that was, rice juice, like in Kerala it is called kanji, kanji tani, rice water. So the postman had it and he drank it and he was so happy because it is very energizing. And he appreciated that lady so much. I'm so happy you have given me this. I'm very energized. Now I can do something more now. I can go a few more houses to distribute the letters. And maybe that rice is too good which you cooked, He said so many things and he appreciated. And that lady was so happy it seems. Because never she got an appreciation from the husband. This is the first time she is listening. And next day around 11 o'clock, it's a time for the postman to arrive. She arranged some orange juice and prepared it for the postman, it seems, to get more appreciation. And slowly their relationship became very strong and the women left the husband and ran away with the policeman. Somewhere I read it, but I don't know whether it is true or wrong. But one thing I know that, appreciation is very, very important. Every woman likes to be appreciated. I'll tell you one of my experience. In the year 2000, while I was in Nagarkovil, I felt sick and I was admitted in a hospital around 14 days. And there was nobody to take care of me, my wife or my parents, brothers, sisters, no one. I was all alone in the hospital. Of course, there was a nurse who used to take care of me, including she bought the clothes for me, she did everything for me. And even the doctor was very kind and good. It happened in the year 2000. And then in the 2010, in the year 2010, which means after 10 years, for the 2010, for the Christmas, I was thinking whom to send the greeting cards and whom not to send. I took a list to send. Suddenly I remembered this doctor and I took a card and I wrote some letters saying that I thank you, while I was in your hospital, I felt as if I am at home, I'm missing my dad last 20, 30 years and I'm so happy that you were so kind enough and your nurses and the staff were more than that. And I appreciated them a lot and I wrote very beautiful letter including the card. When the doctor got it, he got my address from that card and he came all the way from Nagarkovil to meet me. He came to Chalapudi and he told me one thing, sir, in my service, almost 48 years I did the service, nobody, none of my patients wrote a letter saying thanks. That also after so many years you remembered me. So I shouldn't miss a contact with you. So that's the reason I came. And he said, every patient must know to appreciate their doctor. Instead of blaming and murmuring, creating troubles and, fighting, if they knows how to respect and how to honor, how to thank the doctor, it will be good. So my dear friends, The appreciating is not only to your spouse, it should be to everyone. And very importantly, it is good, towards your family. Whenever wife does something good, you say thank you. Whenever husband does something good, you say thank you. I appreciate you. How good you are. Try to express that love language of I thank you. And one more love language I am going to teach you today is let me help you. Every husband must help the wife in her work, and every wife must help the husband in his work. In the history of Prophet Muhammad, I read like this: Prophet Muhammad used to help his wives to cut the meat, to cut the vegetables, and to wash the cloth. And he taught his disciples, try to do it. So never think that the kitchen work belongs to women and husband have no role in that. That's a mistake which you're doing. Whatever women does, you too can help her. The same way, some of the men think all the official work only men must do. No. Even women can do your work. So both must help each other. Recently there was a misunderstanding between me and my wife. 2-3 days we were, even though we are together, we were talking less and not very keen and not expressing the love. And one Monday morning I must go away from my home. And early morning I got up and I had my bath. I myself made little coffee. And I went out in search of the towel to wipe my head. So when I went, I saw a lot of cloth which is already there in washing machine. My wife yesterday, she washed the cloth and she forgot to take it out. It was inside the washing machine. It was too late. And you know what I thought? First I thought of scolding her. Why you did it? It will spoil. If you cannot, you don't wash. Suddenly I thought, no, that's not good. Let me help her. So I took all the clothes and I went out and I put it to dry. Around 10 o'clock morning, I am already left home and I am away. My wife, when she went to remove the clothes from the washing machine, clothes are not there. She searched everywhere. Finally, she went to the place where we keeps the clothes to dry, and then she saw all the clothes are there. Suddenly, she called me asking, who did this work? I said, I. She said, thank you so much, and when you will come, our relationship regained. It took only 2 minutes or 3 minutes for me to do that job. So sometime, it captured their heart so much. Every man must understand that. Unexpectedly, you must try to help your wife in her job. Maybe kitchen work, cleaning work, ironing, or outside, whatever it is, try to help her. The same way, the women must help men also. So the second love language today, what I am teaching is let me help you. Try to help each other, my friends. And then the third one, today I am going to tell you, that is something very, very important in marriage life. Recently I read in an article, it is called the sex tonic. So when I said sex tonic, I said, what it is? Let me know. So when I read it, you know what it is? Sex tonic is buying gift for the spouse. All men, you must understand to try to buy some gifts unexpectedly, surprisingly for your wife. The same way all the wives, all the women must understand this idea to surprise your husband, your man, with some gifts. It may be occasionally for the birthday or for the feast or marriage anniversary or for something. To surprise the wife, you don't wait only to buy the gifts for the wife. You can buy the gifts for her parents, her brothers, her sisters, niece, cousins. This will impress her, this will bring lot of love and joy in her life. So all men, all my brothers, please understand the fact, when you're buying some gifts for the wife or her family, no need very costly things. Wife will be satisfied even with one small flower and a letter, I love you. That's more than enough for them. So try to impress her or her family, to get her heart, to get her love. The same way, wife, you must help your husband. Unexpectedly, you can buy some gifts. But when you're buying gifts for the man will not be very happy with some letter or one flower or one card. It's better always buy something costly. You can buy some costly shoes or costly dress or costly phones or something like, it is always better. I still remember my wife, the first gift what she bought for me was a microphone. Because she knows that I am preaching, I am going everywhere and I am using different mics. It's not very healthy for me. So unexpectedly, she bought a beautiful and nice mic for me. I was so thrilled and happy. And then she later on she bought an iPhone for me. So maybe the money it comes from the family only. But now she is working, not a problem. But I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, buying gift is something very, very, very important for every family life. So today I said three. Let me tell you one more before ending this talk. In the Kerala, whenever I preach in Kerala, local language Malayalam, I used to ask the women, the ladies, from the bus, who disturbed you more? Who disturbs you more, whether the young man or the old man? Every time the women answers, the old man has the problem of, cracking, joking and touching, they are very irritating. The old man creates this problem. And I began to think, why? Why the young men are not creating trouble for the girls, but only these old people? Why? I was in search of that. Later on, I understood one thing. The gentle touch is loved by everyone. A small child is like to be pet, by lullaby. And even the young children, the adults and the old people, everybody likes it. So at the time of your marriage, you used to spend some time with your wife, making lullaby for her or for the husband. And when 1 or 2 or 3 kids, when they are growing up, you're too busy and you don't have time to have, lullaby for your husband or for your wife. Automatically what happens, these elderly people, when they are not getting this lullaby from the house, a gentle touch from the wife, they search it outside. So my friends, especially to my sisters, I want to tell you that when your husband's age grows more, the gentle touch must come more and more. Every day you must spend more time with them with lullaby, gently massaging their legs, massaging their head, massaging their hand, massaging their body. Whenever you're walking together, try to hold their hand, try to, give a positive stroke sometime. So all this kind of helps are very, very important when the age is growing. So never ignore that gentle touch each other. So my dear friends, today we learned 4 love languages. The first one is appreciate each other. The second one, help each other in their work. The third one, please get gifts for each other. And the fourth one is gentle touch. So if you keep all these love languages which I taught last 5 episodes, slowly you will be able to regain the relationship and the love and the attachment of your spouse, and it will bring a happy, peaceful marriage life. May the peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all.